Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk, and today I've come to explore Barcombe Mills, which I think is in East Sussex. It must be, because we're just north of Lewes and near the village of Barcombe, and these mills that it's really mill ponds now. I think all the mill buildings are either no longer there or they've changed use. I've never been here before, so this is all part of my exploration. But there used to be mills here, and there's the Barcombe Reservoir, which on my walk today, it's a 4-mile walk, I'm going to take a little circumnavigate past it, not all the way around it, and then do a loop back on myself. I've been told by many of my listeners, viewers rather, that this is a great place to come. I just happen to have come on a very windy day, so apologies for that. I parked my car, curiously, on what seems to be, back 2,000 years ago, on a Roman tile making area, and there has been excavations there. It's all gone now, it's all underground, and you could park your car there. And I'm just passing here over something called Andrew Stream. There's a wonderful aroma, and I'm putting it down to these very interesting pink flowers. I don't know what they are, I'm going to have to look them up, but it's a beautiful sweet smell to start with. Anyway, this isn't getting me anywhere, so I'm heading this way to have a look at the Barcombe Mills and the wonderful nature reserve that is here. There's another bridge here, but I'm not going over that, unfortunately. I'm actually taking this turning here, fortunately. It's the Sussex Ouse Valley Way, which it says on the signpost there, and it's going to take me along. It's a very popular route. In fact, this whole area apparently is very popular with visitors, and especially in the summer, because obviously there's lots of wildlife and there's lots of different species of plants and things that are out for people to see. There's also some other interesting things, and I think one of them is just down there. So we'll have a look at that when I get to it. This is a narrow little gate. Here they are again. Look at them. They're very tall. I don't know what they are, but they're a beautiful flower, and yeah, they have got that sweet smell. It's very nice, but they're just prolific, all growing out of the Andrew Stream, or part of it. Anyway, that wasn't the thing I wanted to show you. The thing I'm looking at is just over here. Yes, it's a pillbox. Brick built during the war. I wonder if you can get in. Fascinating. Let's come through here. There is a door. There's a window, but there's a door here, and it's bricked up, so you can't get through. But there is a window you can get the echo. You see, the River Ouse, which flows from the coast northwards, was a worry for the government. Like so many rivers during the war, if the invasion happened, this is where some of the troops would have been able to get upriver and invaded during the Second World War. And so therefore, to counteract that, pillboxes were erected all over the place. And there's quite a few apparently on the River Ouse in this part of the woods. I don't know exactly how far we are from the sea, probably about 10 miles or so. So it just shows how far they could penetrate north. Unfortunately, you can't get in this one, and I don't think I can climb through that way either. Wow, there it is. I'm so pleased that the sun has come out so that we can, oh, there it goes behind a cloud. Just so typical. I was going to say, I'm so pleased that the sun has come out so that we can actually see the river in its splendid. This is the River Ouse here, and it's obviously over the years since the Second World War it's become overgrown, but go back in time, back to the 11th century in fact. We do know from the records that there was a mill working on this site, and subsequently from that 11th century there would have been other mills, corn mills, that sort of thing, water mills of course, working here all around this area, quite an industrial area. And There is the reservoir is just that little way up there, but beautiful to see it. Lots of wildlife, fantastic nature reserve. Going to enjoy my stroll. This is one of the many little footbridges that go across the streams here. This obviously isn't the Ouse. The Ouse is it's still over that side. It's just little, I suppose this must be part of Andrew stream, I don't know, or it's one of the tributaries or whatever. Beautiful, rather still, lots of wildlife likely to be down there, of course, and I can see these terrific reeds at the back here, or sedges, not quite sure what their names are, but it's absolutely beautiful. If you want somewhere peaceful to go and wander around, a dragonfly has just passed me by, which is spectacular, and has just rested on one of the lily pads. One of the things that you're of course going to see along a riverbank is willow. It does like water. I don't know which variety of willow this is, but there's something very majestic about willow, the way it grows tall and it towers over you. I do like it. And of course willow has been used all sorts of things like basket weaving and that sort of thing. It's a fantastic crop. There's a sign just behind me here. It says private fishing, and I understand that you have to have a special license, you can't just turn up, but then there's these bays that have been cut out of the vegetation here, so that I guess the fishermen, whatever season it is for fishing, can come and do it. So that's very nice. But also I've noticed just down here there is a gauge of how high the water is, and it goes up to something saying 9. I don't know what that refers to. Somebody will know obviously, whether that's 2 meters or 3 meters or whatever, but I guess being a river taking the water, and this is pretty low lying land here and very flat, I assume this area probably floods in the winter. That's interesting. There's a little platform here with a box on the other end, which I'm not quite sure what that does, but it certainly offers me a chance to come and get a great view of the river as if I'm actually on the river. I saw some canoeists a few minutes ago, and what a beautiful stretch of river, you know, very gentle, with all this wonderful countryside. We're in August as I film this, and everything is abundant. It's just so beautiful, and yeah, what a fantastic time to be on the river, just leisurely taking a trip downstream or upstream, whichever way it is. Well, another bridge, another terrific view over the river. There's so much to see, there's so many things to point out. I'm basically going to run out of time in this video, which is a shame. There's more willow there. There's various plants that I don't know. There's a tree that I've spotted that has, it's like a maple, but it's got a sort of white dust, if you like, to it. I've got to look that up. If anybody knows, please bung it in the comments. There's a yellow flower that I also spotted. I couldn't get close to it, but I could take a picture of it, which was great. So this is, I don't think this is yet taking me to the other side. This is just taking me over a tributary. So I'm not quite sure where this goes. I'm very aware that I've been passing the Barcombe Reservoir but not seeing it, and although I was on that side of the bank and I've I think I've crossed the Ouse, but there's a little tributary now that runs up here that I've yet to cross. But over there is the Barcombe Reservoir, but you can't see it. That's a bit of a disappointing. I was rather hoping to get down on the shores. I can hear in the background, I don't think you'll hear it, but I've been hearing the Canada geese barking away or quacking or whatever it is they do. But I've just not been able to see it, which is a shame. Now I'm in a large field here. The route is going to take me right up towards, I think, the buildings beyond me, over a footbridge, and then all the way back over farmland, pretty much past the mills. So my aim is to walk that and see if there's anything else to see, because I know that I'm pretty much over time now. So it may be that I come back on a different day and do a finish up more on the other side, but we'll see how we go. List of tolls here, that's very interesting. I've finished the walk all the way down the other side and have come through some nice little cottages and houses and what have you, and apparently part of that was an old Roman road which presumably it crossed the river here, I'm assuming, because these old bridges clearly were a toll bridge. I've also, after chatting to a very nice chap called Graham, been told that this is the area where the mills originally were. So just going to see if I can find any more information about it or any signs of them. Well, I'm guessing, I don't know for a fact, but I think this is the area where the old mills used to be in the early days. We've got the various different streams coming through. You can hear them probably. There seems to be a pond there. I don't know whether that's the mill pond or part of the river really. I wish I knew more, somewhere to come back and have a look at, but definitely worth coming and having a wander around. The nature, the landscape and the heritage, it's all here and it looks fantastic. And if you come on a beautiful day like this, bring a picnic, take your rubbish away with you and enjoy yourself. I've enjoyed it immensely. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, always helps with the videos. And of course you can become a patron and support what I do. A small token of financial help puts petrol in the car. And of course leave a comment. Always interested in your thoughts and I try to answer each of them. Anyway, from me at Barcombe Mills, thank you so much for watching and joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, bye bye.